What is up, everyone? It's Monday morning, and it's time for your matchups 20 review with the playoff preview. That's really what we're here for. Exciting week right now. Last night was our NFL draft, so obviously I didn't have much time to get this in, get people lined up to be on the pod. So I'm just going to go in myself here on this Monday morning, make sure to get this out to y'all before the matchup starts so you can see what the outlook of the league is looking like right now. I want to start with a huge shout out from the 18 percenter or whatever he was to the 23, the 30, the 70, and the 100 percenter last week. Logan might have set the all-time record in points scored as he put up 364 points last week against Kevin to ensure his spot into the playoffs. He deserves all the credit in the world right now. This dude was on the outside looking in, and he made it happen. We're doing a lot of speculation on who's going to take the last few spots. So with Logan and Brady winning their matchup, they get in as the 7 and 8 seed. And Cody won last week, but it was not enough to get him into the 8 with his tiebreakers because he has lost to Brady. So he's sitting there at the 9, and Mitchell lost last week as well to knock him out of the playoffs. So I don't have much to say about last week. That kind of covers the big things, the 4 or 5 teams that were fighting to get in. Bitten lost as expected, so he's sitting down in the bottom somewhere. Let's just jump right in. I'm going to pull off the playoff bracket here, and I'm going to kind of go through each team. We're going to do a deep dive. Who's got starts, who's hot, what's going on, and we'll be able to assess how we're feeling the matchup is going to end this year. So we're going to go with the 1-8 matchup to start things off. That is Brady versus Hayden. I'm going to share my screen here. That way everyone can see the matchup. So Brady versus Hayden is the 1-8. Looking at Hayden's team here. We'll do a last 15-day trend, see how they're doing. All of his sticks are really good. Ooh, is Ozzy Albies going to be back this week? All right, so Ozzy should be activated this week. He didn't get activated this weekend. That's a big boost to the team, especially with Naylor going on the IL. So all of his sticks seem good. They're all averaging close to 3 a game. And then out of the pitchers, what I'm going to do here is let's check out their schedule. So Hayden's got 1-2 start this week, Cole Reagans and Seth Lugo. I feel like he should throw Reagans in an RP slot over Kyle Finnegan for the Nationals. Am I crazy for thinking that? We'll let that play out. I don't know what he's doing. He must not have set his lineup yet. Is Merrill Kelly hurt? Is this guy yanking my chain right now? Hopefully he doesn't watch this podcast because Brady's going to steamroll him with that pitching. That just pissed me off. That just pissed me off. Is it going to be like this all day? All right, let's go to Brady's. Hayden can have like 10 starts if he wants them, but he hasn't set his lineup yet. Brady. Who the heck? Julio Rodriguez is averaging 7 points a game. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The rest of the sticks look solid except for Francisco Alvarez was at your catcher. And check out his pitching schedule this week. So Brady's only catching 1-2 start with Kershaw. I guess. Oh, wait, no, Abbott and them were pitching today. And why has nobody set their lineup yet? All right. So Brady's going to have 3-2 starts because he's going to set his lineup. So both teams are stacked with pitching. Maeda's got Guardians, Rangers. That's terrible. Abbott has Giants, Cubs. That's not good. Hayden should take this matchup pretty comfortably, I think, based on his pitching matchups versus Brady's. I know Brady's got a good set of 2 starts, but I do not think it is going to be good enough matchups to upset Hayden as the 1 seed. So I'm going to have Hayden moving on from the first round against Brady. And that's going to leave us to Land of the Freeman versus Acuna, Lingus, Kinsley versus Kevin is the 4-5 matchup. We're going to start here with old Kevy. Sticks, Kevin, consistent. Castellanos is weak. You might want to figure out how to get Willie Adames in there because Nathaniel Lowe is also not hot. And then in terms of pitching we're working with, I heard Kinsley griping about your good pitching. So let's see. Gallen on a 2-start. Dodgers, Orioles, though, not great. Morton on a 2-star. At Rockies, at Dodgers, not great. Snell on a 2-star. At Cardinals, Giants. That's not too bad. Lots of pitching, but some rough matchups for Kevin. With that, we'll go check out Kinsley's team. And I believe my wife picked up Wade Miley today to start against like the Cubs and Kinsley's always got good sticks. We know that. That's their big strength of her team, but the pitching. Wade Miley at Cubs versus Phillies. That'll make you shiver. I think she picked up Alex Cobb to start as well. Reds at Padres. I'm not too bad against that. That's okay. That Wade Miley pick is gross. Scherzer's got the Twins. He's going to have 20 strikeouts. I'm not sure who she's going to play between Webb and Garrett. She's going to sub one of them out. Garrett's playing the Nationals. Webb's playing the Reds. Frankly, I just see Kevin pulling that out. I know his pitchers have really tough matchups, but they're not the kind of guys that blow up. Charlie Morton's consistent. Zach Gallen's consistent. So with that, I'm going to have Kevin beating Kinsley in the first round of the playoffs. So Kevin is going to be facing Hayden in round 2. That's got me versus Will up next. Do we even need to look at this? I'll pull it up. I'll show you guys. The sticks last 15 days, they're good. My team's batting. They're coming around. Arenado had a back spasm, whatever, but he's back. I got the Wu-Tang Clan on a 2-start this week. If you guys are unfamiliar with Mariners baseball, go ahead and tune in this week because Castillo's pitching at the Mets, 14 strikeouts guaranteed. Kirby's pitching against the A's, 14 strikeouts guaranteed. Bryce Miller's pitching against the A's, 14 strikeouts guaranteed. Brian Wu is pitching against the A's and then the Mets. He's dropping a 50 bomb this week. So, I mean, look at this pitching I got on the bench. I'm just resting them. They'll be back. They'll have a good 2-start next week. Just be nice. We'll see what Will's got going on. I want to say Will had some sneaky little 2-starts, though. It's kind of making me think. I don't want to go streaming sketchy guys in the playoffs. But Will has got Gossman, Grayson Rodriguez, and Justin Steele, all 2 starting this week. They don't have the best matchups, but Steele, I want to say he's had 24 consecutive starts where he's allowed less than 3 runs or something. That's insane. So he's very consistent. Grayson Rodriguez could blow up this week on him. That's what we're hoping for, at least. Kevin Gossman's going to have a good week. He's got the Nationals and the Rockies. He is at Rockies. Could end up being sketchy, but I don't see that happening. But all in all, I don't think Will's bats can hang, if we're being completely honest. Let's just check out the stats here. Last 15 days, yeah, catcher's averaging 1-1. Juan Soto's averaging 1-4. Goodness gracious, what is that bench doing? Dansby averaging 2. I'm not worried about his sticks, and I think his pitching matchups this week are knocked me enough to compensate him through that. So that's got me beating Will, moving on to round 2. The next matchup is, this is a good one. Both of these teams are scorching hot right now. I know nobody wants Logan at this point sneaking in with as hot as his team is, but Austin is getting Logan. We'll start by taking a dive into what Logan's got. I'm sure his bats are just going to be ridiculous averages. Yikes. Everything's well over 2. He's got a 6.3 average out of Mookie the last 2 weeks. Scroll down to pitching. Oviedo's on a 2-star with the Royals in there. Bryce Elder at Rockies, at Dodgers. That could be an implosion. Yeah, I want everyone to watch out for this matchup this week. That is something that I think is going to cost Logan this week in my brain. Glass now at Guardians, Ryu at Rockies. Not good pitching matchups. The Oviedo 2-star might help. Couple day-to-day guys in the lineup. Might be 100% chance he's out first round. It's tough looking. Let's see if Austin's got anything cooking. We know the Shohei news for Austin. That's not good. His bats, he has a really high bat. I mean, Duvall, and he's got a bunch of guys averaging over 4 points a game, but Quan and Christopher Morel are lacking right now. So is Alonso still batting? Yes, he is. Okay. So he's still got the Alonso stick. That's good. And we'll check out the schedule here. If Austin just has some decent pitching, Tyone, Brewers at Reds. I've seen worse. Scooble, Yankees, 2-star with White Sox. I like that. Yankees and White Sox sticks have been terrible. Pablo Lopez. Is the 4th a Sunday? Yeah, no, 4th is Monday. So Pablo Lopez is not 2-starting. But Austin's got in Canning at Oakland. I like that. Mariners are hot. Munoz has probably been killing it with saves, as many wins as they have. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take Austin over Logan in this matchup. As hot as Logan's team has been, I really see Bryce Elder putting up negative 50 points doing that. So I hope Logan doesn't watch this and reverts that because he gets cold feet. But that's really what I see happening. So that's all the dive I'm gonna do so we can dive into this each week. We're gonna have Hayden versus Kevin, and then me versus Austin next week. And everyone, please screen record this because it's going to be locked on. I don't miss. With that, we'll move on real quick, talk about the consolation bracket. Remember, the way we do these is the second game winning bracket is for their money back, because it doesn't make sense for someone to go like win, loss, and not have a chance of their money, but a guy that goes loss, win would be able to. So the 2 teams that win will play each other round 2, and that game is for your money back. I mean, Mitchell, Cody, first glance. Javier is going to be 2 starting for Mitchell. I mean, yeah, I love Cody, but I just feel like the baseball gods are going to make me give Mitchell $100, even though he waits to the last second to pay me every year. This match, they don't matter. They don't. I'll say Alex wins just because I like Alex more, and then Mitchell's going to beat him in the second round and get his money back. So, in terms of the playoff outlook for week 1, that's all I got. Remember, there's a lot going on. Fantasy sleeper draft for the Dynasty League is beginning Wednesday night. Everyone be ready for that on Wednesday. College Pick'em starts this Saturday. If you want to be in, shoot $20 my way. If not, I understand we got a lot going on. So I'll be sure to go through who's paid, boop them out of the league, all that. So $20 for Pick'em. In Sleeper, the Dynasty Draft is Wednesday. And we got playoffs starting this week and next week. I'll try to do it on Sunday since we won't have anything going on. And maybe Top Score will join me like we have in days past. And we'll go over round 2 of the playoffs. So I hope everyone enjoyed this deep dive. Make sure to tune in and get involved in all of the upcoming football stuff.